ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Oh glories to Srila Prabhupada, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept humble obeisance of Srila Prabhupada.
Krishna Prabhu Dandarpanam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay, today we continue from text number 22.
Go.
Prabhu, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhu, I can also read.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Name partasti kartvayam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptyavyam varta evacha karmani. One minute. Okay. Now, none, me, mine. Partha, O son of Pratha, Asti, there is Kritavayam, any prescribed duty, Trishu, in the three, Lokeshu, planetary systems, Kinchana, anything, no, Anvaptam, in want, Avaptyam, Avat, sorry, Avaptyam, like it, Avatavyam, Avatavyam, to be gained, varte, engaged, eva, certainly, cha, also, karmani, in one's prescribed duty. Translation: O son of Pita, there is no work prescribed for me within all the three planetary systems, nor am I in want of anything, nor have I need to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in work. Purport: the Supreme Person of Godhead is described in the Vedic literature as follows: Tam Ishwaram Param Maheshwaram Tam Devatam Paramam cha Daivatam Patinam Paramam Prasad 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 Vidama Devam Bhuveneshwam Idam Natasya Karmani Karananam cha Vidyate Natat Samhas Chabhyadikshas च दृश्यते परस्य शक्तिर्विविधैव श्रूयते स्वभविकी ज्ञानबल kriya cha. The Supreme Lord is the controller of all other controllers, and He is the greatest of all the endeavors, the planetary leaders. Everyone is under His control. All the entities are delegated, delegated, delegated with a particular power only by the Supreme Lord. They are not supreme themselves. He is also worshipable by all demigods, and he is the supreme director of all directors. Therefore, he is transcendental to all kinds of material leaders and controllers, and he is worshipable by all. There is no one greater than him, and he is the supreme cause of all causes. He does not possess bodily form like that of an ordinary living entity. There is no difference between his body and his soul. He is absolute. All his senses are transcendental. Any one of his senses can perform the action of any other senses. Therefore, no one is greater than him or equal to him. His potency are multifarious, and those his deeds are automatically performed as a natural sequences. Shvetashvara Upanishad 6.7 7 and 8 verse. Since everything he is in full opulence in the personality of Godhead and is existing in full truth, there is no duty for the Supreme Personality of Godhead to perform. One who must receive the results of work has some designated duty, but one who has nothing to achieve within the three planetary systems certainly have no duty. And yet Lord Krishna is engaged on the battlefield of Kurukshetra as leader of the Kshatriya, because the Kshatriyas are duty bound to give protection to the distressed. Although he is above all the regulations of the revealed scriptures, he does not do anything that violates the relieved scriptures. Text 23.
Hare Krishna,
यदि है
Prabhu Dandat Pram Jai Shri
हरे
Prabhupada.
कृष्ण प्रभु दंड प्रणाम जय
Hare
प्रभुपाद
Krishna Prabhu, please accept my obeisances and glories to Srila Prabhupada.
हरे
Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु यदि है हम न वर्तेयम जातु कर्माणि अन सॉरी सॉरी अतन्द्रियथा माम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्यस्पार्थ सर्वशः Yadi, if he certainly aham, I, na, do not, vartyam, those engage, chatu, ever, karmani in the performance of prescribed duties, atandriyatha, with great care, mama, my, vartma, path, anuvartante, would follow, manushyaha, all men, partha, O son of Pita, sarvasha, in all respects. Translation. For if I did not engage in work, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path. Purport. In order to keep the balance of social tranquility for progress in spiritual life, there are traditional family usage meant for every civilized man. Although such rules and regulations are for the conditioned souls and not all Lord Krishna. Conditioned souls and not Lord Krishna, because he descended to establish the principles of religious. He followed the prescribed rules. Otherwise, common men could follow in his footsteps because he is the greatest authority. From the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is understood that Lord Krishna was performing all the religious duties at home and out of home has required half a householder. Text 24. उत्तिष्ठियुर् एं लोका न कुर्यं कर्म चिदहं शङ्करस्य च कर्तस्यम् उपहन्यम् एम एम परजः उत्तिष् sorry उत्सिदेयु put into reunion in all these loka words do not Kurm, Kuryam, perform karma prescribed duties. Chit, if I, Shankarasya, of unwanted population, Cha and Karta, creator, Shyam, Shyam, shall be, Upahanyam, destroy, I am, him, Aham, I am. How to spell that, bro? I have Maha. What is it?
Imaha.
Ima. We have to take E now.
Yeah, I
Imaha.
think.
Okay.
Yes, bro.
Imaha. Okay, thank you. Imaha. All these Parajaha living entities. If I should cease to work, then all these worlds would be put to ruination. I would also be the cause of creating unwanted population, and I would therefore thereby destroy the peace of all sentient beings. Purport: Vishula Prabhupada. Varna Shankara, his unwanted population which disrupts the peace of the general society. In order to check this social disturbance, there are prescribed rules and regulations by which the population can automatically become peaceful and organized for spiritual progress in life. When Lord Krishna descends naturally, he deals with such rules and regulations in order to maintain the prestige and necessity of such important performances. The Lord is the father of all living entities, and if the living entities are misguided, indirectly the responsibility goes to the Lord. Therefore, whenever there is general disregard of regulative principles, the Lord Himself descends and corrects the society. We should, however, however, note carefully that although we have to follow in the footsteps of the Lord, we still have to remember that we cannot imitate Him. Following on and imitating are not on the same level. We cannot imitate the Lord by in lifting Govardhana hill as the Lord did in his childhood. It is impossible for any human being. We have to follow his instructions, but we may not imitate him at any time. The Srimad Bhagavatam affirms, Naitat samachare नैतत् समाचारे जातु मानस मानसपि हे अनीश्वरः विन विनश्यते आचरन् मौद्याद् यथा द्रु sorry rudro rudro like how to spell that bro? यथा रुद्रो बीजं विषम् ईश्वराणां वचा सत्यं तथैव चरितं कवचित् तेषां यत् स्ववचो युक्तं बुद्धिमं तत् समाचरेत्. One should simply follow the instructions of the Lord and His empowered servants. Their instructions are all good for us, and any intelligent person will perform them as instructed. However, one should guard against trying to imitate their actions. One should not try to drink the ocean of poison in imitation of Lord Shiva. Bhagavatam 10.33-30. We should always consider the position of the Ishvaras, or those who can actually control the movements of the sun and moon, as superior. Without such power, one cannot imitate the Ishvaras, who are super powerful. Lord Shiva drank poison to the extent of salvoing an ocean, but if any common man tries to drink even a fragment of such poison, he will be killed. There are many Christo devotees of Lord Shiva who want to include in smoking ganja, marijuana, and similarly intoxicating drugs, forgetting that by so imitating the acts of Lord Shiva, they are calling death very near. Similarly, there are some Christo devotees of Lord Krishna who prefer to imitate the Lord in his Rasa Leela. or dance of love, forgetting their inability to lift Govardhana hill. It is best, therefore, that one not try to imitate the powerful, but simply Hare Krishna Guru Shakti Guru, this is Mangala Vishnu Bhagavad. Simply
Oh, Hare
follow
Krishna,
the
Rahul Prabhu, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Gaura Shakti Prabhu,
Hare
Dandana,
Krishna, Gaura
Krishna
Sakti Prabhu, and
Prabhupada.
Rahul Prabhu, please accept my obeisances. So glories to Srila
Prabhu.
Prabhupada.
Thank you for
Haribol.
joining.
Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus, please accept my August Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Oh,
Simply follow their instructions, nor should one try to occupy their post without qualification. There are so many incarnations of God without the power of the Supreme Godhead. Text 25. Saktha karmani avidvanso yata kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvamsha tathas tathas chikurshu. How to spell that, Prabhu? Chikirshur. Chikirshur. How to spell that, Prabhu?
which one?
That one, Prabhu. Chikirshur. Sur.
Shikir Shore.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Shikir Shore.
Chikirshur. Chikirshur Loka Sangraham. Sakta being attached, karmani prescribed duties, avidvamsha the ignorant, yatha as much as kurvanti do it, Bharata, O descendant of Bharata, kuryat must do vidvan the learned, tatha those asakta without attachment, chikirshu desiring to, loka sangraha leading the people in general. Translation: Has the ignorant perform their duties with attachment to results, similarly the learned may also act, but without attachment for the sake of leading people on the right path. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. A person in Krishna consciousness and a person not in Krishna consciousness are differentiated by different desires. A Krishna conscious person does not do anything which is not convince you to develop of Krishna consciousness. He may act, he may even act exactly like the ignorant person who is too much attached to material activities, but when he is engaged in such activities for the satisfaction of his sense gratification, whereas the others is engaged in for the satisfaction of Krishna. Therefore, the Krishna conscious person is required to show the people how to act and how to engage the results of action for the purpose of Krishna consciousness. 25 now. Text 26, sorry. Text 26. Na buddhi sorry. Na buddhi behedam janayed ajanan sorry. Anjananam karma sanghinam joshya joshya sarva karmani vidwan yukta samacharan. No, do not. Buddhi Bedham disrupt the intelligence. Janayat do Anjanan of the foolish karma sanghinam attached to fruitive work. Joshet do violated sarva all karmani work. Vidwan, learned, Yuktha, all engaged, Samacharan, practicing. Translation: Let not the wise disturb the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive actions. They should not be encouraged to refrain from work, but to engage in work in the spirit of devotion.
What an important verse.
Yes, Prabhu. workers outside they will work,
Let's add it in the notes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, 1 second.
Quote by Srila Prabhupada. Vedaischa sarvairham eva veda. That is the end of all Vedic rituals. All performance of sacrifices, and everything that is put into the Vedas, including all directions of our material activities, are meant for understanding Krishna, who is the ultimate goal of life. But because the conditioned soul souls do not know anything behind sense gratification. They study the Vedas to the at end through sense regulations. However, one is gradually elevated to Krishna consciousness. Therefore, realized soul, his Krishna consciousness should not disturb others in their activities or understanding, but he should act by showing how the results of all work can be dedicated to the service of Krishna. The learned Krishna consciousness, where is it? Very. The learned Krishna consciousness person may act in such a way that the ignorant person working for sense gratification may learn how to act and how to behave. Although the ignorant man is not to be disturbed in his activities. Still, a slightly developed Krishna consciousness person may directly be engaged in the service of the Lord without waiting for other Vedic formulas. For this fortunate man, there is no need to follow the Vedic rituals because in direct Krishna consciousness, one can have all the results simply by following the prescribed duties of a particular person. Oh, okay. Who wants to do Prabhu? Kora Shakti Prabhu is ready, I think.
Ribol.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Vivek Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, dear Prabhu, for your lecture. Yes, if someone wants to read, it's okay because I'm just hearing. But if no one wants to read, I will read. No problem.
I
Do
can
you have
read
some more?
one. Oh, okay.
No, Prabhu. We
Yes,
can read.
Prabhu,
You
please.
can continue.
Vivek Prabhu, you were saying?
Like Gora Shakti Prabhu has some work, I think. Is there, Prabhu?
Okay.
I will go in perhaps 15 minutes because I want to host the reading session for Rin and Alan too. So
Oh, okay,
it's
Prabhu. No,
okay.
Prabhu. Then we can continue. If there any service for you, we can continue, Prabhu.
Mm. Mm.
Mulibam Prabhu,
But
you can continue. Please,
yes,
Prabhu.
yes.
Gora
Yes,
Shakti
Prabhu.
Prabhu is saying something.
Okay, let
No,
me
it's
try.
okay. Please continue.
I'll read.
Please continue reading. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Prakte kriyamana prakte kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. Prakte of material nature, kriyama nani, all being done. Gunai by the molds, karmani activities, sarva saha, all kinds of ahankara, vimuda bewildered by false ego, atma the spirit soul, karta doer, aham I, iti thus, manya te thinks. Translation: the bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, thinks himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality carried out by nature. Yeah, Prabhu, I wanted the sloka number. What is this sloka number, Prabhu? I think maybe chapter 3. Oh, 27. Is it chapter 3 or 2? 3, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Which one, Prabhu? Sorry?
3, Prabhu.
Oh, 327. Okay, Prabhu. Yeah, you can go to the purport, or you want me to repeat it? Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Two persons, one in Krishna consciousness and the other in material consciousness, working on the same level, may appear to be working on the same platform, but there is a wild gulf of difference in their respective positions. The person in material consciousness is convinced by false ego that he is the doer of everything. He does not know that the mechanism of the body is produced by material nature, which works under the supervision of the Supreme Lord. The materialistic person has no knowledge that ultimately he is under the control of Krishna. The person in false ego. Hare Krishna, Amit Prabhu, please accept number obeisances of glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Amit Prabhu, Dandar Pranam, Jai Shri
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandar Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Haribo.
Hey Krishna Prabhu. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Haribo. The person in false ego takes all credit for doing everything independently, and that is the symptom of his nescience. He does not know that this gross and subtle body is the creation of material nature under the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as such, his bodily and mental activities should be engaged in the service of Krishna. In Krishna consciousness, the ignorant man forgets that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Hirishikesha, or the master of the senses of the material body. For due to his long misuse of the senses in sense gratification, he is factually bewildered by the false ego, which makes him forget his eternal relationship with Krishna. Tatva Vetu Mahabahu Guna Karma Vibhagayo Guna Ganeshu Vartanta Iti Madhva Na Sajate. Synonyms: Tattva Ved, the knower of the absolute truth. Two, Bad, Mahabahu, Almighty Armed One. Oh, sorry. Almighty Armed One. Guna Karma, works under material influence. Vibhaga, Yoho, differences. Guna, senses. Guneshu, in sense gratification. Vartante, being engaged. Iti, thus. Matva, thinking. Na, never. Sajate, becomes attached. Translation: one who is in knowledge of the absolute truth, Almighty Armed, does not engage himself in the sense and sense gratification, knowing well the difference between work in devotion and work for fruitive results. Can I repeat that? One who is in knowledge of the absolute truth, Almighty Armed, does not engage himself in the sense and sense gratification, knowing well the difference between work in devotion and work for fruitive results. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The knower of the absolute truth is convinced of his awkward position in material association. He knows that he is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and that his position should not be in the material creation. He knows his real identity as part and parcel of the Supreme, who is eternal bliss and knowledge. And he realizes that somehow or other he is entrapped in the material conception of life. In his pure state of existence, he is meant to devote his activities in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He therefore engages himself in the activities of Krishna consciousness and becomes naturally unattached to the activities of the material senses, which are all circumstantial and temporary. He knows that his material condition of life is under the supreme control of the Lord. Consequently, he is not disturbed by all kinds of material reactions, which he considers to be the mercy of the Lord. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, one who knows the absolute truth in three different features, namely Brahman, Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is called Tattvavid. For he knows also his own factual position in relationship with the Supreme.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Bhajahari Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to
Hare
Swami.
Krishna, Bhajahari Prabhu, please accept my
Hare
obeisances.
Prabhu.
Please accept my humble obeisances, O Gaurish Prabhupada.
For joining.
Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol.
Hari Bol.
How are you, Prabhu?
All fine. All very well with us. Hari Bol.
Very nice, Prabhu.
Hare Bol.
Please continue.
Is this a new sloka, Semi Prabhu? Or is it the same as last? Oh, it's a new one. Yeah, you can go down, Prabhu. Prakte guna sama udaha sajante guna karmasu dan akra krishna, is it Krishna vido mandan krishna vina vichalayat. Prabhu, can you please recite it? I want to hear the words properly.
Prakriter guna samputa sajjante guna karmasu tana Krishna vido mandan Krishna vinna vichalayed.
Haribo. Okay, synonyms. Prakte, impelled by the material modes. Guna, samudaha, be fooled by material identification. Sajante, become engaged. Guna karma su, in material activities. Tan, all those. Akritsna vinaha, persons with a pure fund of knowledge. Mandan, is it mandan? Lazy to understand self-realization. Krishna vid, one who is in factual knowledge. Na, may not. Vichala yet, try to agitate. Translation. Bewildered by the modes of material nature, the ignorant fully engage themselves in material activities and become attached. But the wise should not unsettle them, although these duties are inferior due to their performer's lack of knowledge. Purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Persons who are unknowledgeable falsely identify with gross material consciousness and are full of material designations. This body is a gift of the material nature, and one who is too much attached to the bodily consciousness is called mandana. Mandan, is it mandana or mandana?
Mandan.
Mandan. Or a lazy person without understanding of spirit soul. Ignorant men think of their body as the self. Bodily connections with others are accepted as kinsmanship. The land in which the body is obtained is the object of worship, and the formalities of religious rituals are considered ends in themselves. Social work, nationalism, and altruism are some of the activities for such materially designated persons. Under the spell of such designations, they are always busy in the material field. For them, spiritual realization is a myth, and so they are not interested. Such bewildered persons may even be engaged in such primary moral principles of life as non-violence and similar materially benevolent work. Those who are, however, enlightened in spiritual life should not try to agitate such materially engrossed persons. Better to prosecute one's own spiritual activities silently. Men who are ignorant cannot appreciate activities in Krishna consciousness, and therefore, Lord Krishna advises us not to disturb them and simply waste valuable time. But there, I can go down, Prabhu. But the devotees of the Lord are more kind than the Lord because devotees of the Lord are more kind than the Lord because they understand the purpose of the Lord. Consequently, they undertake all kinds of risk, even to the point of approaching ignorant men to try to engage them in the acts of Krishna consciousness, which are absolutely necessary for the human being.
Haribol. Very nice.
Are you stealing some slokas, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Haribo. Where is Karti, Prabhu?
He got lost in some exam, I think.
Oh.
They locked him in a room and gave a pencil and paper and said, okay, now it's exam time.
You don't. Yeah, even Neil Prabhu is saying he'll join later.
Yes, Prabhu. Oh, he said something?
Haribo.
But where's Pranjal, Prabhu? That's a mystery.
Oh, maybe I don't think he's sleeping, by the way.
Or maybe Gora Shakti Prabhu can read one verse before he has to read. Short purport.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Jai Shila Prabhupada. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya dhyatma chetasam nilashil nilmano bhutva yujyasva vigatam dvaram.
Prabhu, yeah, I can recognize you as a singer. Hey, hey, you sing the slokas very good. Eh?
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Oh, glory Shila Prabhupada. Mai unto me sarvani, all sort of karmani, activities, sannyasa, giving up completely, adhyatma, with full knowledge of the self, chitasa, consciousness, nilashihi, without desire for profit, nirmanaha, nirmamaha, without ownership, bhutva, so being, yudhyasva, fight, vigata, valaha, without being lethargic. Translation. Therefore, O Arjuna, surrendering all your work unto me, with mind intent on me, and without desire for gain and free from egoism and lethargy, fight. Purport. This verse clearly indicates the purpose of the Bhagavad Gita. The Lord instructs that one has to become fully Krishna conscious to discharge duties as if in military discipline. Such an injunction may make things a little difficult. Nevertheless, duties must be carried out with dependence on Krishna, because that is the constitutional position of the living entity. The living entity cannot be happy independent of the cooperation of the Supreme Lord, because the eternal constitutional position of the living entity is to become subordinate to the desire of the Lord. Arjuna was therefore ordered by Sri Krishna to fight as if the Lord were his military commander. One has to sacrifice everything for the goodwill of the Supreme Lord, and at the same time discharge prescribed duties without claiming proprietorship. Arjuna did not have to consider the order of the Lord, he had only to execute his order. The Supreme Lord is the soul of all souls. Therefore, one who depends solely on and wholly on the Supreme Soul without personal consideration, or in other words, one who is fully Krishna conscious, is called Adhyatma Chetasa. Nilashihi means that one has to act on the order of the master. Nor should one ever expect fructive result. The cashier may count millions of dollars for his employer, but he does not claim a cent for himself. Similarly, one has to realize that nothing in the world belongs to any individual person, but that everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. That is the real purport of my or unto me. And when one acts in such Krishna consciousness, certainly he does not claim proprietorship over anything. This consciousness is called niyamama, or nothing is mine. And if there is any reluctance to execute such a stern order which is without consideration of so-called kinsmen in the bodily relationship, the reluctance should be thrown off. In this way, one may become Vigata Dvara, or without feverish mentality or lethargy. Everyone, according to his quality and position, has particular type of work to discharge, and all such duties may be discharged in Krishna consciousness, as described above. That will lead one to the path of liberation. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you for your precious association. I want to go now. Vancha kalpatalubhyacha
Thank
kripasindhubhyacha
Thank you
patitanam
so much,
bhavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Antakuchi Vaishnav
Jai
Vrinde ki jai, Shri
Prabhupada,
Janitai Gaura Premanande
Jai
Hari Hari Bol.
Jai
Hare
Jai
Krishna
Jai.
Prabhu.
Hare
Karti Maharaj ki Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Sai
Prabhu, please
Kalsi
accept
Prabhu,
my
please
humble
accept Mahabhivi sincere
Danda.
Ganesha Prabhupada.
all goes to Prabhupada. Hare Prabhu.
Thank you for joining.
Hope you all enjoyed the Ishtagoshti last week.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, it was fun.
All glories to Sami Prabhu. Thank you very much for hosting. I'm so sorry I was unable to be there. I was in the temple that time. I hope you all had very nice time. So I'm very happy to hear this. Labhayang Prabhu, Gaurashakti Prabhu, enjoyed everybody. Very nice. Haribo. Now I'm arguing with Neil Prabhu. He's telling I want to please my parents by studying. I'm telling him to help.
What's he
I
saying?
don't know really, how. And he said Prabhu, but my parents are telling me to. He said my father telling me to maintain high marks, so I have to study. I said you're causing them pain. He said Prabhu, I don't want to cause pain to them. I said you Krishna conscious, you're causing pain to them, and then I quoted the verse Putra and Mutra, right? That not being Krishna conscious, you're all taking all of them to hell. But if you're Krishna conscious, then 14th generation up and down liberated. See, of course, I don't also like to tell things like this and push too much or to
Yes, Prabhu. He thinks.
Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that's difficult. He wants to score high scores, Prabhu.
He wants distinctions, Prabhu.
Wants to continue?
Size of studying started.
About
About
You continue somebody.
Hare Krishna,
So
Prabhu.
Prabhu, for the Eid holiday, can you come temple?
no,
Oh,
Prabhu. No, the time is very
Why?
difficult in my home.
Darshan ki.
Damn.
Like,
Okay.
like now this chat is fighting. Like fighting means arguing that things. So telling. So for time being, we
Whoa,
can't. Pranjal
Prabhu,
Prabhu.
Pranjal Prabhu is showing his face. Oh my God, is it real? No, no way. Damn, how come? Oh, my life is complete. I think because of Vivek Prabhu's transcendental voice, Pranjal Prabhu showed his face. All glories to Vivek Prabhu. Muki Jai. Yeah, Vivek Prabhu, tell your parents some excuse. Tell them, like Eid holiday, you're going to party with your friend or something. Then they will believe,
They know
right?
all tricks of mine, Prabhu.
Oh, God.
Yes, I use it all that
Arey, damn.
already. Yes, Prabhu. Like,
Try to
I
come,
will
Prabhu.
try.
This week, Siddharth Prabhu is coming, Nityanandan Prabhu coming, Aditya Prabhu coming. You also come, please somehow do something.
This week.
30, 31. Sunday, Monday
Okay.
holiday, no, Prabhu.
Yes, but yes, Prabhu, I will try. Yes, Prabhu, I will try.
Yes, Prabhu. Hope to see you. Hari.
Yes, Prabhu, Hari Bol. You can continue, Prabhu, reading.
Hari Bol. Okay, who wants to continue? Either Bajahari Prabhu, Amit Prabhu, Karti Prabhu, Pranjal Prabhu, Rahul Prabhu, or Kunal Prabhu.
I can read a verse maybe.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu. So much.
Then with my hands. Ye me matam idam nityam anu anutishtanti manava shraddha vanto anushyanto muchante te api karmabhi. Ye those my matam injunctions idam this nityam eternal functions anustisthani execute regularly manava humankind shraddhavanta with faith and devotion anu shriyante without envy michante become free they all of them api even karmabhi from the bondage of the law of fruitive action. Translation: one who executes his duty according to my injunctions and who follows this teaching faithfully without envy becomes free from the bondage of fruitive actions. Purport: the injunction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the essence of all Vedic wisdom and therefore is eternally true without exception. As the Vedas are eternal, so this truth of Krishna consciousness is also eternal. One should have firm faith in this injunction without envying the Lord. There are many philosophers who write comments on the Bhagavad Gita but have no faith in Krishna. They will never be liberated from the bondage of fruitive action. But an ordinary man with firm faith in the eternal injunctions of the Lord, even though unable to execute such orders, becomes liberated from the bondage of the law of karma. In the beginning of Krishna consciousness, one may not fully discharge the injunctions of the Lord, but because one is not resentful of this principle and works sincerely without consideration of defeat and hopelessness, he will surely be promoted to the stage of pure Krishna consciousness. Text 32. ये ये तब एतद अभ्यास अभ्यास श्रूयन्तो नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतं सर्वज्ञानविमूढंस्तान् विद्धि नश्यन् अचेतसः. ये those two, however, this abhyashananta out of envy, no, do not anutishtanti regularly perform my matam injunction, sarva jnana, all sorts of knowledge, vimudan, perfectly befooled, tan, they are, vidhi, know it well, nashtan, or ruined, achetasa, without Krishna consciousness. Translation. But those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not practice them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled, and doomed to ignorance and bondage. Purport. The flaw of not being Krishna conscious is clearly stated herein. As there is punishment for disobedience to the order of the Supreme Executive Head, so there is certainly punishment for the disobedience of the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A disobedient person, however great he may be, is ignorant of his own self, of the Supreme Brahman and Paramatma and the Personality of God due to a vacant heart. Therefore, there is no hope of perfection of life for him. Text 33. Sadrisham cheshtate swasya prakrite jnanavan api prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. Synonyms. Sadrisham accordingly, chestate tries, swasya in one's own nature, prakriti modes, jnanavan the learned, api although prakritim nature, yanti undergo, bhutani all living entities, nigraha suppression, kim what karishyati can do. Translation. Even a man of knowledge acts according to his nature, for everyone follows his nature. What can repression accomplish? Unless one is situated on the transcendental platform of Krishna consciousness, he cannot get free from the influence of the modes of material nature, as it is confirmed by the Lord in this 7th chapter, 7:14. Therefore, even for the most highly educated person on the mundane plane, it is impossible to get out of the entanglement of Maya simply by theoretical knowledge or by separating the soul from the body. So-called spiritualists who outwardly pose to be advanced in science but inwardly or privately are completely under the particular modes of nature which they are unable to surpass. Academically, one may be very learned, but association with the material nature, he is in bondage. Sorry, it's in dogs back. Krishna consciousness helps one to get out of the material entanglement. Sorry, Prabhu, I'm just closing the door. I was on the road. Yeah. Academically, one may be very learned, but because of his long association with material nature, he is in bondage. Krishna consciousness helps one to get out of the material entanglement, even though one may be engaged in his prescribed duties. Transcendental. This artificially. It is better to be situated in one's position and to try to attain Krishna consciousness under superior training. Thus, one may be freed from the clutches of Maya. Text 34. I think somebody else. Yeah, some dogs are creating nuisance. Sorry. Hare Krishna.
Who let the dogs out?
They were chanting the
Prabhu, Prabhu, you own dogs, Prabhu.
I mean, these dogs are trying to disturb Rahul Prabhu, you know. Oh,
Yes,
unfortunate.
you must serve them
Thank you so
prasadam.
much, Rahul Prabhu, for reading. Wow, Neil Prabhu has joined. Very rare darshan. After many millions of year lifetimes and years, I've seen.
Bro, what to do,
Karthi Prabhu,
bro?
I'm reading a
Mountains of studies,
message.
bro. What to do? Mountains of studies. Lot of
Mountains. Burn all your books, I mean. What are you doing?
studies. Bro, if I do that, my father will burn me.
Burn your father back. Prabhu, trust me, all of this is. Anyway, after the Shikshashtakam and 10 offenses only, yes, it's 9:45. Is it, Sami Prabhu?
Yeah, 9:45.
All right. Now I was just asking because I didn't want to interrupt Sami Prabhu's transcendental session. Otherwise, he'll beat me with slipper. That's why.
Hmm.
Am I right, Prabhu?
That's big offense, Prabhu.
No, no. So I'm not interrupting you, yes, with the session.
No, Prabhu.
If I speak with Neil Prabhu now. No, why you worry about your parents, Prabhu? You study enough to pass and then just leave the college and then you can plan accordingly. So the point is, Prabhu, all this is useless. Number one, useless rascaldom. Number one biggest bullshit is this modern education system. The more you study here, the more your brain becomes like a dog. This makes your brain like a dog. See, I'm also here. I'm not some big realized fellow, you know. I'm just telling you how to manage things somewhat here, you know. You trust me. The more you're here, the more you listen to your parents, the more you listen to your teachers, faculty, friends, and get their pressure to your head, you become like a dog Shudra. Understand?
Yeah.
This is
It
Shudra
makes them like
nonsense. I'm telling you.
yeah.
See, Prabhu, I'm telling you this. See, why you want to listen to your parents? Yeah, my parents paying money. I don't want to hurt them. Why? The problem is that the point is that the knowledge is absent.
Yes.
If the knowledge is present, if the transcendental knowledge is present, that yeah, okay, whatever my parents are paying money, whatever this that, but they don't know their own self-interest. They feel some pain because I'm practicing Krishna consciousness, not studying that much. To practice Krishna consciousness. Well, they feel pain, no problem, because they feel pain now, but they will enjoy later. Because of my Krishna consciousness, they will benefit.
Yes.
But now, if I listen to them and if I study fully and forget Krishna, because if you're studying, it's very difficult to remember because you're studying, you listen to this, that, so much and trying to get good marks. I don't know, it's going to be difficult. Then, then they'll be happy now. They'll be happy now. But then what's going to happen next? Next life, what's going to happen? They'll be very, very much suffering, you know.
That's true.
Because material education will take everybody to help. So think like this, study enough to pass. That's it. Don't worry about job and all these things, See, ultimately, according to your karma, what you're supposed to earn, you will earn. By you studying some extra 2-3 hours or some 200-300 days or something, you're not going to earn more than what you are going to get. So you study enough to pass because that is required. Otherwise, your parents, everybody is going to come and bite you. Study enough to pass, and then that's it. Practice Krishna consciousness nightly, 16 rounds. Follow regulative principles. Come join the association. Make your own prasadam. Do these things. Then okay. Then well and good. See, the problem is not in making mistakes in Krishna consciousness. Like one day you don't wake up, no problem. Not like that. If you don't wake up one day, 2 day, okay, it's natural. If you don't chant 16 rounds, the next day you can finish. Or suppose you make some mistakes and don't read Prabhupada book few days, that's okay because mistakes we all make in Krishna consciousness, right? Nobody is like in the perfect stage of like stable every day, everything perfect. No, but the moment you intellectually compromise, but the moment you intellectually compromise, that's the problem. You understand? Your mind plays around, and maybe one day you don't chant 16. The next day you have to chant extra to make up 16. Or one day you don't wake up, or 2 days you don't wake up, or you forget to read Prabhupada books, or you get lazy and you're scrolling reels. That is okay because your mind is playing, but your intellect is still telling, no, you must do this. 1 or 2 days your mind plays along, okay, whatever. But since you haven't intellectually compromised, no, you'll be like, no, whatever, no, what I made a mistake, no problem. Let me just chant, let me do my things properly. But the moment your intellect becomes contaminated, like, oh, my parents told me to study, oh, my friends, my job. Okay, Krishna consciousness can take a backseat. I'll only chant 2 rounds daily. Reading sessions, sometime I'll join. The moment you do this, that means you're intellectually accepted this, that this is right for you. Then there is, that's a big problem,
Yes.
Yeah, then the compromise will lead to more.
Better. I think I have to manage better.
Actually, I don't like
think
this word manage, because manage means what? Manage means, you know, you have to balance, but there is no question of balance.
yes, bro.
This must be a second thing. It's like idli chutney. Idli is the main thing, right? Chutney is side dish, right? So this material things are side dish. Idli is the main
Yeah,
dish.
yeah,
Balance
yeah,
means you're trying
yeah.
to keep both together somewhat. Yeah, of course, you're in college, so you must quote unquote try to manage. So yeah, you
Yeah,
study something here and there and you pass. You get good marks or not. You don't get good marks. What your parents are going to tell you? Oh, you're bad boy. This that. So what? Who cares? They're going to come and kill you. Is it? They're not going to feed you. Is it?
mm,
What they're going to do? They're going to feel some pain. So what? Who's
Hmm.
going?
yes, sir.
Whom you care about? It's not your parents. Your
Yes,
parents going to
bro.
feel pain now, but later they'll enjoy. Huh? Putra means what? Putra means the son who delivers his father from hell. That is the real meaning of Putra. But unfortunately, our parents, I'm not talking about your parents, I'm talking about all our parents here. Huh? Not
Yes,
some
bro.
exceptional. All our parents don't know this. They all want us to be Mutra. Oh, my son want to grow up, bring me Rolls Royce, take me to Dubai, take me to
Rolls Royce.
happiest country in the world, Finland, take me to Europe, this, that, everything. That's what they want from you. But they don't know that the moment you do this to them, they feel so-called they feel happier, so-called, but actually little bit fleeting happiness. Then you
Yeah, yeah.
and your parents, all three going to hell.
True,
Understand?
true, true.
Understand my
Facts.
point. But if you take up austerity, yeah, they'll be like very angry about you for 2, 3, 4 months. Huh? After that, they'll be like neutral, whatever, this guy is like this. They'll accept it. And they'll be like, okay, do whatever you want. Whatever. But then after
Yes,
they have
yes.
given up this present body, Krishna will take special care. Even though they have committed so many lifetimes of sinful activities and not made Krishna consciousness, this time, because you're a devotee, they also get a chance to practice Krishna consciousness. And even in this life, they'll be very taken materially, at least they'll be taken very good care of.
Yes.
Understand the point? But what the parents want all of us to become mutra means urine, right? That's
Yeah,
what it's Prabhupada is
yeah.
saying. I'm not saying Prabhupada is saying.
Yes, 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 yes.
They want this. They want you to take them to Dubai, marry a nice, beautiful girl, get some 5, 6
Yeah,
grandchildren, and then drive them in Rolls Royce. Yeah,
yeah.
then
Rolls Royce.
whole family, whole dynasty go to hell. It's like group slaughter. Understand?
Yeah,
But if one guy takes austerity, or your brother or yourself, huh? Yeah, you take good
yeah, yeah.
austerity, practice Krishna consciousness, and then yeah, just study enough to pass. That's it. If you need 50 marks to pass, score some 60, and then go ahead and then you practice Krishna consciousness nicely. Maybe in the future you can get some work nearby.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you can see. It depends on what your consciousness is at that time. Get some work nearby
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chennai or somewhere in Tamil Nadu, and then yeah, you can come regularly temple and do all these services and to nicely
Yes,
make
bro.
yourself Krishna conscious. Then they get real eternal benefit.
Yes, true, true.
Understand? Because we don't know how we got Prabhupada this life, how we got devotee this life. You don't know how many, it's not billions of lifetimes it takes to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
in touch with devotees and sit in an online call like this.
Yeah, true, true. I realize,
It
yeah,
takes millions, if not
yeah, yeah.
billions of lifetimes to come to this position and sit with the devotees. You
Yes,
understand?
bro.
So similarly, maybe in our past or whatever, maybe our sons or somebody, they might have also been Krishna consciousness. We might have not been supportive, but somehow or other we got credit because they're devotees. Like
Mhm.
that, so many things could have happened, and then we got this chance.
I'm planning to like
Especially when
work
we're young.
work for 2 years, maybe like 2 to 3 years. Then I will do something.
Then you'll do
At
what?
least means
Army, terrorist,
not army
joking.
exactly. Like
Not army, it's dark army,
means I'll think like then
Indian
what I will
army.
do. Like will I either marry or will I stay a brahmachari? I'll think at that time after I work for 2 years.
You don't need to think right now. You chant. You don't think. You don't think. It's not up to you. You think. You don't think. You chant now. That's it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you join the Ishtagoshti, you speak with Prabhu and all, then he'll guide you accordingly. What you can do, what you cannot do, he can judge.
Maharaj
Just by
Vijay.
looking at you. Prabhu, after 2 years, Prabhu, I'll not get married, Prabhu. Maybe after that, I'll think, Prabhu. No, don't think why you're thinking like I'm in chant, huh? No,
Yeah,
no thinking.
I'm confused. Like, is it good to marry? Means Nivada Prabhu was saying in his lecture that there are two types of women: one who helps in spiritual progress and one who like uh, makes you fall down. So then I was thinking,
No,
okay,
you
so married life
see,
is also not so bad entirely.
you don't think so much. First of all, you become spiritually strong, then
Yeah,
you get the realization on what to do, what not to do, how to behave, how not to behave. Because I'm
Yes,
saying all
sir.
these things. I don't know any of this. Understand? I'm not some Mahatma here. I'm just telling you, you should not think like this. Your thing should be I should chant Hare Krishna, read Prabhupada books, and get in
Yes,
touch with
yes,
my
yes.
authority. Who's your authority? Who's our authority? Authority is, you know how like Prabhupada time there was GBC, temple president, and then the
Yeah,
devotees,
GBC.
and then the bhaktas. So the bhaktas and the devotees were connected to the temple president. Temple president was connected to the GBC, and the GBC was connected by Prabhupada. Understand? So this is the so in our case, our GBC is Sri Sundar Gopal Prabhu. Under
Yes,
him,
yes,
we
yes.
have all the temple presidents, Prabhu, Prahlad Prabhu, Rajakishore Prabhu, so on and so forth. So you should try to practice nicely and get in touch with Prahlad Prabhu, who is our temple president here, and then he will guide you accordingly, because you're confused, but he can see your position. For example, like just when you walk in or just when you speak, he knows whether you can become full time or not, whether you should get married or how, or whether you should
Mhm.
work or what things you need, what things you don't need, because he can see clearly the spiritual position, right? So
Yes,
you
yes.
just do these things, you join reading, you chant, and then you come Ishtagoshti. I don't see you in the Ishtagoshti these days.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Sunday, like I had a lot of work,
Wow.
university work.
University
Plus,
work, huh? Wow.
I'm
Why so much?
I'm entangled basically.
No, it's okay. I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking with you. Even I was also like that when I was in first and second year. I was a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, the point is this, Prabhu. You
I,
come, and then especially Ishtagoshti, you join. Huh? You
I
don't
will take
compromise
a
on this.
I will take out some time. Yes, bro. I'll take out some time. Definitely.
Yeah, this should become your main goal. Why you're saying work is there? See,
Yes,
Louis
bro.
Prabhu has a lot of work. He's studying in you. Understand? Plus, he has to balance a lot of service. I mean, Sam Prabhu knows how much service he has. How? Because he's nicely and he keeps priority the spiritual life. You see, he keeps his priority spiritual life.
Huh.
So you should also do.
Yes, bro.
Understand? If you think, oh, study, priority to study, then yeah, sometimes I'll meet the devotees and speak with them like friends. That's it. That'll be your consciousness. Okay.
The main thing is to manage, I think. But I'm a beginner, so not so experienced.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Sorry, my Wi-Fi works.
No, bro. Actually, the main thing is to manage things, and I'm a beginner, so not so good at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The principle of management is this. The principle of management is that Krishna consciousness comes first, everything else comes second or third. So tomorrow
So
you
we
have
have to.
exam.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. So we have to
For example,
prioritize.
that's what. For example, tomorrow you have exam, and today you're starting to study. So you wake up
Yes,
at
yes,
5,
yes.
then you chant your
Mhm.
around 7. And after that you study. Then during reading session time, even though you have some topics left or something, you still make sure to join at least for some time, at least like half an hour or 20, 15 minutes. At least for some time, you make sure to join the readings. It's not that all right, tomorrow I have exam. So today no chanting, today no Prabhupada lecture, today no hearing, full study. This is
That's what I
nonsense.
do.
You must
Yeah,
chant, you must hear, you
that's
must do
what I do.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes happen to me also, I mean. But for me happens out of laziness, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like intellectually that much compromise. But still, the point is this, you should be careful. Compromise like this becomes more after some time you become more and more. That's
Mhm.
why I think you should join the reading session. I mean, the Ishtagoshti, that's more important than the reading session also. So if you do that, then yeah, definitely you will get fired up.
You should come hear the ecstasy, Prabhu, of joining the Ishtagoshti.
Yes. Yeah, that's what-
So, Karti Prabhu, Maharaj ki jai.
sir. Yes, Bhagwan, sir. No, please don't tell me that.
Oh, Prabhu, I just wanted to know where is it Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu? Where is he from? Like, is he from India? Like,
India,
which
definitely
temple?
Indian. He's definitely Indian, I think.
Yeah, he's from India. He's from Chennai, actually. He's an
Oh,
auditor. He's CA, auditor. So you
Oh,
see how
okay.
busy he is? He's from Chennai, India. Bhagwan Prabhu. He's from Chennai, India.
then how is he
And see,
managing?
he's how he's managing, how he's doing. We
Exactly.
cannot manage college. He's managing auditor. How is
Yeah,
this?
he's managing. Oh my God.
And he sees lectures. And he's married also. He has a kid. He's married. House
So
duties.
he's basically 90% engaged all the time.
Yeah, of course, he's always engaged. But you see, he manages Krishna consciousness nicely.
Nice, nice.
Because the principle of management is this. You see, I got my hands free. Oh.
Signs of floating.
So the point is this: the principle of management is that you prioritize Krishna consciousness,
First,
and everything else becomes
Krishna
second.
consciousness, then studies. Okay.
Then your studies and everything. Don't
Yeah.
just smile nicely, huh? You implement this. See,
Yeah.
Pranjal Prabhu.
Yes, true, true.
See, Pranjal Prabhu also other example. Pranjal Prabhu is actually he's
25
NASA.
years.
He's
Oh.
NASA level scientist.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's not your ordinary scientist. He's NASA level scientist.
Radha
ISRO,
Kund.
NASA
He
scientist and
explained
everything.
Radha Kund.
Yeah, that is different, but that's what you see how busy he is. He's saying he's new, but he's lying. So he's like top level, PhD level student. You see how much work he has, and his parents also like too much pressure on him. They tell him, "Don't chant, don't go devotee, don't donate money, this that." You know. And you see, Pranjal Prabhu every day at 3:30,
Yeah.
he is an inspiration for me. I can say all these things, but sometimes I find difficulty to wake up. But he's inspiration. 3:30 he wakes up. 4 o'clock he wakes up. Worst case scenario. Worst case. Before 5:30 he'll be there. And every month he donates. He earns like I don't know how much he earns, but he donates like lakhs of rupees. You see, even though his parents don't like this, parents are like hurt by it. Parents are crying, everything rolling. Still he doesn't care. If he don't, yeah, they might roll in the grave or whatever. I don't know. Even my parents rolling left, right, center, up, down. No
Yeah,
problem.
you said Prabhu. Yeah, yeah.
I say, okay, roll, no problem. Entertainment for me. But the point is, I'm just joking. The point is this, that, yeah, the Krishna consciousness comes first. See, Labhavan Prabhu, he had no idea of Krishna before, He's from a different country. But now he wakes up in the morning, 16 rounds, follows the regulative principles, takes prasadam, even though he was telling before me that his parents and his sister, they are like against, they are like very envious and against and offensive. So imagine, and he's staying at his home, right? So how much he has to deal with all this? But still, he practices, cooks on his own, wakes up every day in the morning, and then joins the Ishta Goshti, joins the reading session.
They are pros.
Yeah, and then he's not even from India, Prabhu.
Yeah, true.
Understand?
No, Prabhu, my heart is Indian.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
skin is black.
Yeah, that's what I'm giving an example that even though you're from another country, you have become very nicely Krishna conscious, and you're an inspiration to all of us as well. Very nicely does everything,
What is an auditor?
So that's
You
the
told
point.
about an auditor.
Yes, bro.
Bro, what is an auditor? I didn't get it.
Auditor means CA, Prabhu.
CA.
Chartered accountant.
Chartered accountant. Oh my God, lot of work.
Yeah,
So
imagine
like
how he's managing.
Maharaj 2.0.
I just joking. So that's the thing, me, Prabhu, don't compromise, no compromise, huh?
Prabhupada said no compromise.
Yeah. It's the thing.
Yeah, he
Neil,
said.
Prabhu, if we find you studying again, we come there, we bomb the whole place.
No, you see, you study enough to pass. That's it, Prabhu. Don't try to get some 90 marks, 80 marks, 100 marks. That is not going to save you.
Yeah. But it hurts my ego
I
that
don't
I get less
expect you
marks.
to. I don't expect you to understand all these things. But my point is that also that's why I don't want to speak this much. Point is that you wake up, you chant, you do all these things, okay? And then you hear the lecture, you hear the philosophy. Study the philosophy. Don't study maths, physics, science, chemistry, biology. Study the philosophy. Study Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs,
Yeah.
And then study our songs, Mangalarti, and all these things, then you'll understand.
Karti Prabhu, I was saying if he's unable to join the Ishta Goshti, I think he can also join the Q&A of his Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu.
Yeah, he must join both Q&A and Ishta Goshti.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastrakaya, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhihaya. You know what lava is?
Yes.
Lava Matra. Lava Matra means 1/11th of a second. Sarva Siddhihaya. You know Bengali, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean? That just by a moment's association with a pure devotee, all auspiciousness is attained.
Yes.
So join everything. I don't know why. You're going to study the whole day for what? All my friends studying like 2 days before exam and getting 80%. And I don't know how much you're aiming for.
No, it's not about just exam. Like other than exam, I have to study other things also, like for
What?
the
Like
requirement for job, like DSA
requirement for
like
job.
that. Yeah.
Requirement. Okay.
So what to do?
Requirements, Prabhu.
No, that okay. You study, no problem. You study, but not like what, 6-7 hours a day. Study like 1 hour a day or something, 2 hours. I don't think you require more
Yeah.
than that.
I'm actually planning now, like how I have to manage everything.
Yeah, that's what manage like
Hopefully.
this 1-2 hours. That's it. And everything else you focus on Krishna consciousness. You think Krishna will not? Of course, I'm no one to tell that, oh, you join or you don't or you work. I don't know about all this. Only Prahlad Prabhu knows. So you join the Ishtagoshti first. And even logically, you want to join job. Huh? You think Krishna will not help you? If you're nicely Krishna conscious to find you a good job.
True.
Anyway, but all this job and all is much more hellish than you imagine. But anyway, you join the
Yeah.
Ishtagoshti and then you, first of all, join the Ishtagoshti and then you speak everything. Speak with Prabhu. And your brother also, what he's doing, he's not joining also.
Yeah. No, but
Both.
he follows nicely. He
Now,
follows
my
strict.
point is how long he will follow.
Yeah, that is true.
How long? 1 day, 2 day, 3 day? Sami
Yeah.
Prabhu is following for 5 years. Why? How?
Yes, Prabhu.
Association. Yeah.
Association.
Sannyasi, Prabhu. That means a sannyasi.
No, Prabhu, I'm not following. I'm Raska #1. I'm just here to keep
That's
the.
how we'll speak.
Prabhu,
Advance.
if you are rascal, then I am the most following them.
No, Prabhu.
Because I compromise a lot.
Then don't compromise.
Yes. Not able to follow Srila Prabhupada's instructions.
No, you can
Don't
follow
compromise.
Prabhu. You just join the association.
Yes.
The more associated you get, the more you become like, fixed up. Because, see, this whole movement is meant for this purpose. What is the purpose of this one? The establishment set up by Prabhupada. What is the establishment of the reading session, Ishtagoshti, Q&A, morning japa? Why? Why? You can do everything alone, right? Why?
Yes.
Because the conditioned soul, naturally, he needs heart beating, heart medicine.
Yes, that's true.
You see, like, so today you came, today you saw the devotees, today maybe you're hearing a rascal like me speak. After this, you become little bit nice. 1-2 days, you'll try to follow. Third day, again, you'll be like, damn.
Sometimes I get laziness.
Yeah. Fourth day, again, you need the dose. Fifth day, again, you need to get the dose. You see? Anyway, there's a point. So Maya is very strong. As sannyasi became atheist, you know this, right? What's the Swami's name? Some ISKCON Guru became atheist.
Yes, Prabhu. I read that.
Yeah, so Maya is very strong. Anybody can fall anytime. Huh?
Is it from the following Srila Prabhupada series?
What happened, Prabhu? Why did he turn to atheism? Or was he not following correctly?
He fell in love.
No, because he disobeyed Prabhupada, then they all become useless. Of course, this is different
That's one of the
topic.
reason.
That is the main reason. That is the main reason. That's it.
Actually, there's the main reason. Yeah. When one disobeys the spiritual master, he immediately becomes useless.
Yeah. See, our disobedience and their disobedience a little bit different. Our maybe one day we don't chant 16 rounds or we don't wake up. That's okay. That is harming us. But Prabhupada is merciful. Okay, this rascal, okay, no problem. He's okay, I don't know what to do. Then Prabhupada will give mercy again. But these rascals destroying other people's spiritual life. If I'm telling you, no,
exactly.
Prabhu.
Yeah. The cheating others, the cheating.
Exactly. Now if I tell you, no, Neil Prabhu, very nice. Now you take Diksha from me. Then both of us going to hell, you know that?
Yeah.
So that is like they're destroying other spiritual life. But anyway, our disobedience is also a problem, but theirs is like that offense is too much. Yes. This cannot avoid, our level cannot avoid, because we're all new. But the point is, so you come and you ask your brother to come, you tell him straight to the face. You tell him straight to the face. I don't think you can follow Krishna consciousness if you're not with the devotees. Tell him straight to the face. We're studying in what, NIT Rourkela, is it?
Yeah.
Tell him
Amit
straight
Prabhu
to
is
the
also
face.
there. Amit Prabhu is also there.
Oh, is it?
What, bro?
But he's senior than my brother. That's the thing.
He's which year? Second year.
He's second year.
Okay. Which branch?
Triple E.
Wow, Triple E.
Too much, and still, you know how much he manages. His CGPA is 8.8.
8.8.
Yeah.
Triple E.
Yes.
At some level, that's too hard. Huh?
And he's still chanting 16 rounds and everything. His determination is on another level.
And he's chanting, taking prasadam daily?
Yeah, he's managing.
How long?
I think he takes 3 times, I think.
No, how long? How long? For many months.
Yeah, from some months, yeah, from many months he's managing, yes.
From where ISKCON, is it?
Yeah, he's taking from the nearby ISKCON temple, but other than that, he associates with ice cream.
He knows ISKCON is bogus.
Yeah, definitely. We always discuss about that. And yeah.
Tell him to join, huh? Tell him to join the Ishtagoshti.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, otherwise, very difficult. I had some friends also. I mean, there were some guys also before who were nice. They were nice devotees. I don't want to name them. He was very nice. But now his faith is so shaken because he stepped away from the devotee association. It's very unfortunate to hear this, but tell him to come. He's very nice, doing nicely. Vivek Prabhu also triple E. Anjal Prabhu said triple E life. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
triple is too tough, my brother says, like lot to study.
Yeah, triple E is too tough. Triple E is electronics and electrical engineering.
Yeah,
Electrical and
very tough.
electronics.
Very tough.
That's tough. Why take this much austerity? Damn, it's crazy level. If I was in triple E, maybe I would have like killed myself or something by now. But
It's
yeah,
like my brother said it's like torture actually.
that's
Studying that.
why that's also one of the reasons why he practices, because this material is things is frustrating him too much.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So you come, Prabhu. Okay. You ask the brother too also to come.
Yeah.
Not compromise on this. I mean, I'm talking about the association. Other things, yeah, it'll come by time 16 rounds, co-principals, Prashadam, everything will come. Like your brother also doing. That's also good for you. We can take some inspiration from them. But both of you, please come, all jokes aside. It's very important that you come. You're young. Don't give your heart out to anybody else other than Krishna and Prabhupada and the devotees.
Prabhu, how should one deal with women?
See, Prabhu,
Like,
I can tell you, but the point is, unless you follow, you won't get the strength of dealing with the women.
Like here I have like sometimes they talk with me like they are friends like that.
Yeah. You wake up in the morning, you chant 16 rounds, and then you go. Then Krishna will give you intelligence what to do, what not to do. But general thing is stay away from them. Yeah, if they're coming to you, just say, "Oh, hi, bye." That's it. Don't give your heart out to them. Sometimes you have to work in a group project together in a college. You cannot say no, right? So be aware. All right, fire butter gonna melt. Be very careful.
Yeah,
Speak enough to do your work. That's it. Don't go out with them. Don't go eat with them.
No, I don't do that. But generally, like they always come and talk to me like that.
Yes, Prabhu, tell them chant Hare Krishna. They will never talk to you again, Prabhu.
Yeah, that's where Tila can go and all. But I don't think you can do that now. So you just show some disinterest, Just try to stay far away. Show some disinterest. Stay far away.
Yeah.
And mainly you just focus on this. The main thing is this, the chanting and reading.
Yes.
Like how Pranjal Prabhu is doing every day, 3:30, waking up. Once he messaged me at 2:30 at night. I was like,
he's different level. He is different level.
Yeah, and then he reads everything. Just like that. If you do that, then you will get the intelligence what to do, what not to do. Everything,
Yes.
Yeah, women are very dangerous in college,
Yeah, actually, I was watching this lecture of Nimanta Prabhu, Danger of Beautiful Wives, and that's actually very nice, actually, that video. I watched 1 hour.
Yeah,
Nice,
daily
very
you
nice.
hear lectures like this, that will make you feel very good,
Yeah.
Just do
But
this.
yes.
Yeah, my point is you reduce your material things. Don't worry about job, this, that, everything. Don't worry about this. You just chant, you read, you hear the lectures, you associate with the devotee. Rest of the day you have 5-6 hours you spend for Krishna in a day. Rest of the day you have no. You go to class and you
That's
come.
true.
Then you do your work or whatever is okay. And you try to come to the temple more. And come to the temple, that'll be very good for you.
Yeah, that's I'm planning. Maybe let's see.
Is your brother worrying about job and everything also? Your brother?
Yeah, same. Yes,
He's also worrying.
Yeah. And because of him, I'm also worrying.
Yeah, that's why you tell him to come to the Ishtagoshti, then he will stop worrying.
Yeah.
This worry is actually low class.
Lack of surrender, actually. Yeah.
Lack of faith in Krishna. Because you worry about your future because you think you're the proprietor. Oh, I have to plan.
Exactly. I told him, but he's telling that what are you talking?
See, that's what he's chanting, he's doing everything, but he doesn't have realization. But you have realization. Why? Even though you're not doing as much as him. Because
Association. Yes.
Clearly, So just tell him to come. I mean, if he doesn't come, also no problem. You come.
Yes, Prabhu.
See, KC Prabhu is auditor, Prabhu. He's CA. And he's
See
doing
how
what he cannot do.
being say how he's managing, it's like nearly impossible, like very, very impossible actually. How is he managing how?
Practically, it's difficult task. And he's donating so much money to the temple. And then he came to the temple and gave lecture also. And then he's doing Sunday programs. So many things. Book distribution, prasad, everything he's doing.
I must speak to him definitely if I can.
Yeah, you come speak to Prahlad Prabhu first.
Yeah,
Prabhu will tell you what to do exactly because he can see, see, I cannot see, I can speak to you. As a friend, I can speak to you. But I cannot see what spiritual position you are. I cannot see my own spiritual position.
Exactly.
I don't know much. But when you come in the room and you sit down, by the time you come in the room and sit down and just speak one word, he knows which modes of nature you are in, you are associating with, who are you, what is your background, what kind of person you are, how much austerity you can take, what is the state of your mind, the base level of your mind, everything he can tell just by you coming in the room and sitting for 10 minutes. Understand? Yeah, same thing. Sundar Prabhu, the moment he sees you, he knows everything about you. You don't even tell, he knows everything.
Yeah, Madhyam Adhikari, yes.
Yeah. When you're in advanced position, then you can.
Yes.
You can see all these things, And yeah, Sundar Prabhu is pure devotee,
Yeah, definitely. He's fully surrendered.
Yeah, 100%. Uttama standard, I mean, Prahlad, remember Sami Prabhu, Prahlad Prabhu said Uttama Adhikari?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, I mean...
even Nimayata Prabhu is very advanced, very, very advanced. Nimayata Prabhu.
Yeah, Nimayata Prabhu, Tattva Prabhu, all that.
I can tell he's surely Madhyam Adhikari. He's surely Madhyam Adhikari. Very, very advanced.
Yeah, of course, all of them are. But Sundar Prabhu is pure devotee, All of them are pure devotees, but Sundar Prabhu's level is different. But all of them, so my point is that you come and associate with Prahlad Prabhu, then you'll see what to do, what not to do,
Yes.
And then everything will be fine. Of course, association with us is also good. Like Pranjal Prabhu, Vivek Prabhu, Lebo Hank, the scientist, Maharaj, Sami Prabhu, Amit Prabhu. But with them, it's much more better.
Levang Prabhu is also managing very nicely, actually.
Yeah, he is very next level devotee. Sami Prabhu also is cooking, cleaning.
Yeah. Sami Prabhu, he cooks, he chants, he reads the books, he's in Bhagavatam. Oh my God.
No,
all are very good managers.
I'm just doing this.
First class manager.
But
first class managers.
My mind is going here and there, Prabhu. It's never doing something proper.
Bro, if your mind is going here, then just think in what condition I am. I'm struggling, literally struggling.
Yes. So that's why you come.
I'm I am not even able to wake properly in the morning.
Hands are open. So you come.
I just snooze the alarm and I sleep.
Yes, Prabhu.
I have someone who I was given by Bal Hari Das Prabhu. I was preaching to him, so now I think he's beyond me. I think I'm gonna give you his contact. Oh, did I? I think he's from Nigeria. So he tells me that he eats one meal a day because he cannot afford, Yeah, because he cannot afford, not because he wants to, So actually, I've been asking him, I think he was eating meat because it's it's a need, like they only have meat. They have a very few things,
Your friend or who?
So usually he last said he was chased from ISKCON, something like that. Like they asked him when is he leaving and stuff, I think he wanted to go to the temple full time, something like that.
I think he can speak with Prahlad Prabhu, because I cannot deal with things like this. I don't know. I don't have experience.
This
is next level. So I think you can speak with Prabhu. I mean, you can share his contact with Prabhu in the Ishtagoshti or personally also,
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, I don't have experience in this matter. And even Neil Prabhu, you also come speak with Prahlad Prabhu and that'll help you.
Yeah. I think I must speak with him.
Yeah, see, you're from West Bengal, no?
Yeah.
You're from West Bengal.
But one thing I'll tell you about West Bengal, basically this Krishna consciousness is dead basically. Very less people follow it.
Because they're familiar. Prahlad Prabhu was saying this time, about my Bengali friend, Prabhu was saying, West Bengal, you're all pious people, To be born in the land of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mayapur, Navadvip, everything nearby you.
Still they are smoking and all. They have forgotten.
Exactly, because they're familiar. They know, hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Every household knows Hare Krishna. Every household knows Jagannath.
Yeah, they know.
Hey, Jagannath, Yeah, see? They know
My
Jagannath
father also
here,
knows. My father also knows, but he doesn't know.
So that's what they'll do. They'll be, oh, Jagannath here, oh, Krishna. Anyway, my Jagannath, my Krishna. So Hare Krishna, eat fish.
Yeah, eat
Hare
fish.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, eat fish.
Fish.
That's
I
it. That's what they're
remember.
doing. But people
Fish
who
they
come
eat
from
every day.
but people who come from other places, other states, oh Hare Krishna, or is it okay? Now we have to do these things. Okay, let's try.
Karti Prabhu.
You know,
Karti
I'm
Prabhu.
surprised how people from other
You
countries are
remind
so
me of
sincerely following.
yeah, that's the thing, and we are not.
And yeah, and plus when I see the people of West Bengal, literally, mind is blown
Even
away. Like
Mayapur,
Karti
Navadvip, and
Prabhu.
all also they're doing not doing properly. No,
Mayapur, there are like when I saw there are many like Mayavadis there, like many. I didn't interact with them
yes,
much. I
Mayapur.
just
In fact, they're even eating meat. No,
yeah, they eat fish. There
in
are Vaishnavas
Mayapur,
who eat fish. Yeah.
how is this Vaishnava eating fish? That's why they're very familiar. In Navadvip also, is it?
I don't know. In Mayapur, actually, the people in ISKCON they have kept a rule, but I think Navadvip they eat. Yeah, in Navadvip they eat, but not in Mayapur. In Mayapur, because the whole Mayapur area is now it belongs to ISKCON, so like they take care. So they don't allow like any non-vegetarian thing to like
That's good
to
at
be cooked
least.
there. Yeah.
Mm.
But still they're drinking tea and all. So
Yeah, that they'll do, of course.
yeah.
Hare Krishna
But
Prabhu.
but when I went to Navadvip, I remember the first from like when I crossed the Ganges River and I went, I saw there was 2-3 meat shops like that. What to do?
Karti Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
I remember his Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu. He said he knows a group of people. I don't know if it's India or where. They chant the mantra, but then they start with Hare Rama, you know.
Yeah, they're in Tamil Nadu. Yeah, one
The,
group. Yeah.
the lips become so dry that
In
they need
Tamil Nadu,
coffee
Andhra
break.
Pradesh also there are many Mayavadis actually.
Mm.
After they
I
go
also
for coffee breaks, probably because their mouth becomes dry because they are chanting offensively.
So they chant and then they go drink coffee.
No, like they
what's the
chant.
use? What's the
Before
use?
they even finish their rounds, while they're still sitting there in the sitting room, they make coffee. They take a break and then they
Yeah,
chant again.
What's the use then?
that's what we
They are
have to
not
chant
following.
carefully.
If one is not able to follow the four devoted principles, then what? Then forget about Krishna consciousness. It's impossible.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And to follow the four regulated principles, you need chant 16 rounds. That's
Okay.
how it is.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah,
Okay.
you fail, whatever, but you keep chanting,
Yeah.
keep chanting, then you come to the point of following.
Yes.
I think Vivek Prabhu was saying something.
Yes, Prabhu. Like I have to leave now, so I have
Okay,
to.
Prabhu. Okay.
Me also. Thank you so much for your kind association, Prabhu. And Shakal Prabhu, Vishnu Prabhu, Vishnu
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Vachal Pati Vishnu Kripa
Very
Sindhu
good.
Vachal Pati Dhanam Bhavana Vishnu Bhayo Namo Namaha.
Is semi-meditating.
No Prabhu.
So please come, Neil Prabhu, regularly.
Yes, Prabhu.
All right, you're in what, Andhra? So try to come to the temple.
Amalapuram. Yes.
Amalapuram or
Karti
Pondicherry, wherever.
Prabhu, did you ever
Semi
visit
Prabhu,
Andhra
I thought
Pradesh?
you were with Sai Baba.
Oh,
Huh?
Andhra Pradesh, there are many worshippers of Sai Baba, yes.
Yeah, I
I thought
have
Semi
not
Prabhu
visited
was
Andhra
in the
Pradesh
mountain of
much.
Himalayan, meditating, doing some yoga with Lord Shiva.
No Prabhu.
What? Yoga with Lord Shiva? When?
No, Prabhu. I thought Semi Prabhu was meditating because he was so
Okay.
quiet. So I thought he
Oh,
was with maybe Lord Shiva there in Himalayan mountains.
The signs of meditation.
mantra meditation.
Huh?
In meditation,
Mantra
you have
meditation.
to control your mind, but my mind is not controllable, Prabhu.
Oh,
Prabhu,
yes,
if
Prabhu.
Sami
You
Prabhu, you
you
are
are
a
remind me
a
of
worshipable
Arjuna's
object.
words.
I offer yours.
Arjuna
I
once
go
said
with
that.
it.
Oh, Karti Prabhu.
Sami Prabhu, Aarti for you, huh?
No Prabhu,
Arti.
don't do this.
Guru Puja.
You get bad karma. Down your my bad karma with my horrible karma. So
And Levang Prabhu is doing Guru Puja for Kartik Prabhu.
yes,
Behind the screen.
Please stop.
Behind the screen.
Maharaj ki jai.
Sami Prabhu, you saw the video I sent you?
which one?
Maharaj.
Yesterday I sent you, right, the temple video.
Oh yes, Prabhu.
How was it, dear sir?
Prabhu, is there a video of the whole morning program in any ISKM temple? I just wanted it. Oh yeah, it is there. Oh,
Maharaj. Jai.
Jai Jai. Oh,
Maharaj
Guru
ki
Puja.
jai.
Nice, nice, nice.
Maharaj Karti Prabhu ki jai.
What amazing voice, Prabhu. When we get
Is this the whole Guru Puja?
No, not the
Maharaj
whole. It's just a clip. No,
Oh,
please,
just a
Sami
clip.
Prabhu,
Just a clip.
please don't do this.
Karthi Prabhu is
Sami
very
Prabhu.
qualified. We are very foreign.
What? No qualification at all. Send some women in front of me. Let's see what happens.
Srila Prabhupada De Prabhu.
Prabhu, show the first one also. The first one. My friend did some editing because my other friends were there. No, the other one. Before that I sent you, right? Before that. On top. No. Yeah, that one. The friend who's playing Mirdanga, he's my friend.
Nice.
Yeah. So please come, Neil Prabhuji. Very
Yeah,
nice to have your association.
I
Labahang, the
that.
scientist Maharaj also can come.
Nice. Nice.
Please, Maharajji, come. Give us your transcendental association. Pranjal Prabhu also.
Look at Sami Prabhu. He recorded you.
Damn.
Maharaj.
He's
wants
doing
your
he's doing that
Oh my
Naruto.
God.
He's doing that Naruto Jujutsu. Something like that.
he's massaging Krishna in his. This is sometimes dreams. They cannot stop the Leela.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Prabhu.
What have you done, Prabhu?
Prabhu.
I switch off my camera for good purposes now. What all you have recorded? Why you've done this? Damn,
Please
no
share
more
it,
reading
Prabhu.
sessions. No more reading sessions with Sami Prabhu. I'm not coming.
No.
No, Prabhu. We want darshan. We want Maharaj darshan.
If you don't come, then we'll be left of a association.
Oh, this is you can defend the temple like this, Prabhu. I think past life Prabhu was doing some fighting Leela.
Or he was a Kung Fu master.
Sense of
Mike
fighting
Tyson.
Maharaj. The boxer Maharaj.
Mike Tyson.
How to fight your mind. 101. Mind. Me.
That,
Or rather, the mind
Yeah,
is
but
beating me.
the mind can also fight back, Prabhu. The mind.
yeah. And if the mind fight back, then we are gone.
Yeah, mind fighting me so
Very,
much.
very strong.
Sami Prabhu Association helping me so much.
Sai Prabhu is very elevated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Prabhu.
That's why he's Maharaj,
You're playing the
Eleva-
conch shell, Prabhu.
Blow the
Elevated
conch shell,
sannyasi.
Prabhu. Blow the conch shell, Wilson Mangalarti. Blow, Prabhu.
Blow, Prabhu.
Blow it. Nobody's there.
I think the sound is not coming.
You're not doing it, Prabhu. You just do it.
I did it, Prabhu.
You didn't do it, Prabhu. Just do it. Haribo. Okay, now Mangala Aarti start, is it? Samsara
Narlila Loka.
Prabhu, now it's
Saranaya Karuna Ghanadha.
Ganatam Taptasya Kalyana Gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarindam. All glory to Sami Prabhu.
Haribo. Maharaj ki jai.
Yeah, Sami Prabhu Maharaj ki jai. That's the thing.
Karti Maharaj ki jai.
No, stop. Okay, Prabhus, I have to chant my rounds. What Maharaj am I? All right, take care. Neil Prabhu will chant all the Shikshashtakam.
Prabhu. Karti
Prabhu.
Prabhu. You must remember Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. When you chant, you
Yes.
must listen.